Happy New Year, everyone. It's now 2020. Welcome to the new year and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a fun one. This is my Q&A 2020 edition, the first one to start the year. So I've compiled questions from you guys. Some of you have left these in my comment section as well as DM'd me on Instagram. All right, so to start off, the first question is, what is my height? So my height is 168 centimeters, and I think that is essentially 5'6". I do say my dating profiles back when I was on them, that I'm 5'9" in heels. So 5'6" naturally, 5'9" in heels. The next question that I've received is, how old was I when I transitioned? So I essentially came out to my brothers. I came out to my brothers first, and that was in 2014. I was 24, but I started medically transitioning when I was 25. When did I start HRT? So I started hormone replacement therapy in 2015. That was when I had just moved downtown to Vancouver. I received my first small dose of hormones at the end of 2014 and the beginning of 2015. So medically, I started my HRT in the year 2015, 5 years ago. Now the next question is again in regards to my hormones, and it is, what hormones do I take? So right now I take spironolactone, which is my hormone blocker. So this blocks out testosterone in my system. And I also take estrogen, estradiol, which is my female hormone. It's estrogen essentially. I used to take progesterone, and this was before I got my top surgery. I mainly took progesterone to help with breast tissue growth, and there's really no studies that it does help. It's more of like a he said, she said that it may work. So I just wanted to take a gamble and get on it. But in terms of breast growth, I can't really say I noticed a huge difference. The next question is pretty out there. It's, how did I obtain hips and thighs? First of all, I don't really have any hips. As for thighs, I used to play volleyball when I was in middle school and high school. I played varsity volleyball and I also played league. So I underwent a lot of weight training and, you know, pretty athletic training back then. And I think that's how I developed my thighs essentially. Next question is, did my surgeries hurt? I wouldn't say my surgeries hurt. They were mostly uncomfortable. You're pretty medicated throughout the entire healing process. So it's mostly the discomfort of being wrapped around in a cast, or it's the discomfort of having to sleep on your back constantly, or having to sleep with your head raised above your body. Like little discomforts here and there add up to one big discomfort essentially, if that makes any sense. Next question is regarding surgery again, is, did boobs hurt? Again, they did not hurt. They were mostly uncomfortable. Actually, you know what? I will say what hurt a lot about both surgeries, my face and my breast, is when they take out the blood tubes, because it's a tube that is put in to drain out essentially fluids and your blood. So when they pull that out, it really stings. So that's the only thing I would say that it hurts. Same when you're getting your jaw done, the blood bags are what hurt the most. Next question is, do you have urges of wanting to have a baby? Baby fever and kids. You know what, once in a while I'll like see kids, or I'll see mothers with their kids that are like super cute, and I'll think to myself like, oh, could that be me? And honestly, I'm okay around kids. I have younger cousins. I've also dealt with my partners or ex-partners, nieces and nephews. But in terms of having my own kids, I think I will wait till I'm a little bit older and a little bit more stable. If anything, I would most likely get pets. But in terms of kids, I wouldn't say so. You know, people are put on this planet to do different things. I believe that in my cards, giving birth clearly wasn't in my cards. So maybe my story was just not meant for that. So I don't know. I'll keep it open. Am I into guys or girls? I consider myself heterosexual. So I am into guys. What's my nationality? My nationality is Filipino, so I actually grew up in Manila and I do speak fluent Tagalog or Filipino essentially. Next question is, are you Pinay? Pinay is like a Filipino girl, and of course the answer to that is yes. Opo, Pinay po ako. Sa Maynila po ako pinanganak. Tapos, nung 16, pumunta kami ng pamilya ko dito sa Canada. And ever since, dito na po ako sa Vancouver nakatira. Was my Tagalog good? Sometimes I need to be triggered in order for me to speak Tagalog. But yeah, I speak fluent Tagalog and I also write fluent Tagalog. So, nice little tidbit. Last question for this Q&A is, do I use Twitter? And the answer to that is no, I do not use Twitter. Why don't I use Twitter? I just feel like I already broadcast most of what I'm doing and my life on Instagram and Facebook, that I don't feel like I need another platform to say the same things I'm saying in these other platforms. So staying away from Twitter. Another thing is the amount of people that have gotten in trouble because of Twitter. I just want to avoid that altogether. Like, I just feel like I don't like sharing too much of my opinions anyway, so I'd rather just stick to the visual stuff of Instagram and also the video stuff of YouTube. I think these platforms are what suit me the most, as opposed to yapping away on Twitter with my opinions. Like, that's just not my jam. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Thank you so much for following me if you already follow me on Instagram. If not, follow me at MackieMaximilian. Please hit the subscribe button as well as the bell so you get notified of my new uploads. Once again, thank you for your support. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one.